Qatar, a nation of captivating contrasts, where tradition meets modernity and the scorching desert sun embraces futuristic architecture. But in 2022, this tiny Gulf state became the epicenter of a global spectacle that transcended borders and united nations. The FIFA World Cup. Welcome to the heart of the Arabian Peninsula, where football fever ignited like never before. In a land known for its rich cultural tapestry, hosting the World Cup was more than just a sporting event. It was a momentous occasion that left an indelible mark on Qatar's history. From the iconic stadiums that rose like futuristic gems from the desert sands, to the bustling fan zones echoing with cheers from every corner of the globe, Qatar transformed into a global hub for football enthusiasts. Beyond the dazzling stadiums and thrilling matches, there's a deeper story to be told. Join us as we dive deep into the transformative journey of Qatar and discover how the 2022 World Cup left an indelible mark on this remarkable nation. Trust us, you won't want to miss this. And hey, if you're loving the content, do hit that subscribe button for more insights and stories. The 2022 World Cup marked a historic moment as it was the first time the tournament took place in the Middle East. In 2010, the FIFA awarded Qatar the privilege to host the event. This decision not only showcased Qatar's dedication to football, but also presented unique challenges and opportunities. The journey to host the World Cup began in 2009 when Qatar launched its bid. Back then, the country was in a strong position thanks to its petroleum wealth and successful hosting of the 2006 Asian Games. Qatar's bid emphasized its ability to handle the enormous expense of hosting such a grand event. What made Qatar stand out was its image as a microcosm of global cooperation. With cordial relationships bridging regional and global divides, Qatar was seen as an intermediary between bitter rivals. The success of Al Jazeera, its premier news broadcaster, was a clear example of Qatar's global reach at that time. Despite facing obstacles during the bidding process, including concerns about infrastructure and the region's intense summer heat, Qatar triumphed over bids from the United States, South Korea, Japan, and Australia. The FIFA reports even labeled Qatar's bid as high risk. Still, with 14 votes to the USA's 8 in the final round, Qatar secured its place as the host. As part of its bid, Qatar presented an ambitious plan for carbon-neutral, air-conditioned stadiums. This revolutionary cooling system technology was designed to combat the country's extreme heat and allow the tournament to take place in the summer. The proposal not only aimed to transform the World Cup experience, but also to spur investment in green innovation and infrastructure. However, concerns about Qatar's extreme heat persisted, leading to a historic decision by FIFA in 2015. The tournament was delayed to November and December, a significant shift from the traditional summer scheduling. Qatar, a country with an annual average GDP of around 180 billion, made headlines with a colossal spending of 220 billion on the 2022 World Cup, a figure 15 times higher than what Russia spent in 2018. Surprisingly, less than 10 billion was dedicated to building the Qatari stadiums. The lion's share of the funds, around 36 billion, went into enhancing hospitality, transportation, and telecommunications, particularly in Doha, the capital city. This substantial financial commitment translates to approximately 10% of Qatar's yearly GDP since being awarded the World Cup in 2010. In contrast, Russia, with a GDP 9.5 times greater than Qatar's, spent significantly less on the tournament. It's an impressive testament to Qatar's determination to host a world-class event despite its limited size and real estate. Now here's an interesting twist. Most of the stadiums, due to the small size of Qatar and limited space, are designed to be dismantled after the tournament. However, the silver lining lies in repurposing them into essential structures like schools, health clinics, cafes, and other service buildings, ensuring a lasting legacy beyond the soccer tournament. Moving on to the positive impact on Qatar's infrastructure, the newly developed highways connecting cities and stadiums are set to make longer travel quicker and more efficient. Despite the significant costs, some of these infrastructures will continue to serve the country well after the World Cup concludes. Now let's touch upon Qatar's commitment to the environment. While criticized for claims of offsetting emissions, the country did fulfill its promise to build 7 open-air stadiums with energy-efficient cooling systems. These cooling systems utilize solar power energy to cool the thin layer of air surrounding spectators and players, rather than the entire stadium, showcasing Qatar's dedication to sustainability. The architectural designs of the stadiums themselves are a sight to behold. Al Bayt Stadium, shaped as a Bedouin tent; Lusail Stadium, reflecting traditional Arabian craftsmanship; and Al Janoub Stadium, imitating the iconic dhow of Persian Gulf seafarers. These designs not only host games, but also celebrate Qatari culture and history. The 2022 World Cup has left an indelible mark on Qatar's landscape. The massive investment, innovative environmental initiatives, and culturally rich designs showcases the country's determination to host a remarkable event. When we talk about culture, it's not just about art and traditions. It's about the way people live and interact. Hosting the World Cup has brought about significant cultural shifts in Qatar. For instance, there's been a conscious effort to showcase Qatari traditions and heritage to the world. This includes everything from traditional dances to local cuisines. It's a chance for Qatar to say, "This is who we are." But it's not just about showcasing their own culture. Qatar has also made commendable efforts to promote cultural exchange. Initiatives such as cultural festivals, art exhibitions, and educational programs have been rolled out. These initiatives aim to foster a better understanding between the diverse communities that make up the World Cup attendees. Now, societal changes are a bit trickier to measure, but they're just as significant. There's a buzz around town, an energy that comes with hosting such a global event. There's an influx of diverse perspectives, and it's not just the players and fans, it's the journalists, the organizers, and everyone in between. Qatar has become a melting pot of cultures during this time. Of course, not everything has been smooth sailing. Cultural integration always comes with its set of challenges. Some controversies have arisen, touching upon issues like labor rights and cultural clashes. It's essential to acknowledge these challenges and address them honestly. Qatar has not shied away from tackling these issues head-on, learning and evolving as the tournament progresses. Firstly, it's essential to understand the distinction between FIFA's earnings and Qatar's earnings. According to a report from Forbes, while FIFA rakes in a substantial $7.5 billion USD from the tournament, Qatar's share stands at $1.56 billion USD. You might wonder, given the grandeur of the event, why is the host nation not making more? The answer is multifaceted. While the numbers might seem lopsided, it's a known fact that many countries hosting the World Cup don't necessarily see a direct financial windfall. Qatar's objective isn't merely monetary. With the eyes of billions on them, Qatar aims to carve its niche globally. This isn't just about the games. It's about making an indelible mark on the world stage. The World Cup has been a catalyst for Qatar's economy. We've seen an uptick in sectors like retail and hospitality. To put it into perspective, the tournament brought in over 1 million tourists. This surge in visitors naturally boosted demand for food, hospitality, and various other services, painting a promising picture for Qatar's economy. But the vision goes beyond just the immediate economic benefits. Qatar has set its sights on the future. Their ambition? To welcome triple the number of tourists by 2030, hoping to see 6 million visitors annually. The infrastructure developed for the World Cup isn't a fleeting investment. The plan is to repurpose and utilize it, ensuring sustainability and continued growth in the tourism sector. In essence, while the World Cup has provided an immediate economic boost, its lasting impact lies in the potential it unlocks for Qatar. The hope is for Qatar to emerge as a significant player, not only in the realm of sports, but also in global trade, politics, and tourism. Before we conclude, I'd like to invite our viewers to share their thoughts. What are your views on Qatar's approach to hosting the World Cup? And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel for more insights like these. Also, do check out our other videos. I promise they're just as enlightening. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, stay informed and curious.